Miraculously, my health began to improve, and as my mother assisted me in incorporating other small changes in diet, my health flourished even more. So it was from that early age I was able to make the profound connection that what went into my body had an effect on my health. In that era, my father, who became a chiropractor in 1965, was learning about vitamins and homeopathy and bringing home lots of samples. Popping all those pills was one of the high points of my childhood that catapulted me to the next level of wellness. I became convinced that good nutrition was the key to wellness, and thus began my lifelong fascination with food, with healing, personal transformation, and metabolism. A new definition of metabolism. Many people use the word metabolism, but few know what the word means. Indeed, if you asked a room filled with 100 doctors and nutritionists, what is the definition of metabolism, you would likely hear 100 different answers. It's no surprise then that the average person would be confused about this topic. Let's get down to basics and look at the classic textbook definition of metabolism. Metabolism is the sum total of all the chemical reactions in the body. Are you surprised that it's that simple? Of course. We can talk about the metabolism of such specific tissues as the liver and the thyroid. We can talk about the metabolism of such specific substances as cholesterol. We can also talk about the metabolism of different body systems such as digestive metabolism. People who say I want to speed up my metabolism are actually referring to calorie burning metabolism, also known as thermic efficiency. With this understanding, if we wanted to increase metabolism, we'd make it our business to kickstart our body's chemical efficiency with exercise, drugs, the latest supplement, or a magic combination of foods. These approaches have certainly proved useful, but they're no longer adequate in describing metabolic reality. This is so because metabolism doesn't occur in the body alone. It operates equally and simultaneously in body, mind, emotion, and spirit. Astounding research in the mind-body sciences has conclusively demonstrated the connection between what we think and feel and the chemistry of the body. Science has revealed the profound effects of the chemistries of stress, relaxation, pleasure, and depression, and the effects that even prayer, pets, and other people have on our lives. Indeed, everything that happens in our world from birth until death is part and parcel of metabolism. All sensory input that impacts the human nervous system undergoes some form of digestion, assimilation, and elimination. In this very moment, we're metabolizing elements of our last meal, words on this page, and important details of pivotal events that happened earlier this week or even previously in our lives. We metabolize our dreams, our fears, and our fantasies, our ups and our downs, our jealousies and our joys, the beauty that surrounds us, the betrayals we've suffered, and our fortunes and misfortunes. This in addition to all the frozen yogurts, chicken sandwiches, and sushi we eat. No wonder we take so many digestive aids. Taking all these elements into consideration, our new definition of metabolism is this. Metabolism is the sum total of all the chemical reactions in the body, plus the sum total of all of our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and experiences. Not only is this definition more scientifically accurate and complete, you might also recognize it as intuitively correct. If you do, then you are in sync with such disciplines as Ayurveda and Chinese medicine, which for thousands of years have acknowledged the inseparable nature of mind, body, and cosmos. Chances are you've had many moments in which your metabolism was transformed by something other than food, drugs, or exercise. Can you recall a time when you were sitting at home feeling low energy and sorry for yourself, a time when somebody asked, "How's your metabolism?" You would have answered that it was sluggish and stuck. Then quite suddenly the phone rings and it's a love interest calling or it's someone calling you with good news about money. Your mood instantly skyrockets. You feel alive and optimistic, and in that moment, if somebody asked again, "How's your metabolism?" you'd say it was humming. So what happened? You had an enormous energy rush that you didn't, yet you didn't drink any coffee or take any drugs. It was a shift in your emotional world that ignited your body. That's how quickly metabolism can change. In essence, this book is about reclaiming your metabolic power. It's about looking to see where we've given power away, leaked it out, and left ourselves with less. Many of us are accustomed to believing the erroneous notion that somehow we've been shortchanged on our metabolic allotment. We think we don't have enough to do what we need to do because somewhere the system has broken down. All we need to do is fix it with a vitamin, a drug, a diet, or an exercise program. If only we could find the right expert with the right answer, it'd all work out. The truth is, we are born metabolically powerful. If you've made it this far, the miraculous body that you inhabit has done a worthy job. The forces of the universe launch us with a life-sustaining thrust that enables us to gather along our journey all that we need to continue to soar. But when we stay trapped in fight or flight survival physiology, because of chronic low-level stress, because of speed, because of lack of breathing, awareness, and pleasure, and because of discordant rhythms and a negative personal story, we lose power big time. Furthermore, we lose power when we surrender our dignity and our inner authority to do a job, to money, to the experts, to hurtful emotions, and into a life of speed, to name just a few. Reclaim your personal power in these areas and you reclaim a wealth of metabolic strength. It's as simple as that, and it's as profound as that. Personal power and metabolic power are one and the same. The 8 universal metabolizers. At the core of the Slow Down Diet are the 8 universal metabolizers. I consider these to be some of the most important missing pieces in our collective metabolic puzzle, the next generation of powerful biologic rejuvenators that will prove themselves essential to our health at the deepest level of medical reality. Despite existing for quite some time, the 8 universal metabolizers have been long overlooked for several crucial reasons. First, we've been moving too fast to notice them since their chemical power is activated only when the requisite level of slowness has been met. Second, we believe that a metabolic enhancer must be exclusively of the order of a food, a pill, or a push-up, yet the 8 universal metabolizers are of a different category. Let's call these metabolic enhancers transubstantial, meaning above and beyond the realm of matter. You can't touch them, see them, bottle them up, or sell them online, but they are as fundamental to metabolism as vitamins, minerals, water, and exercise, perhaps even more so. Without them, we could never blossom into the vital and expressive creatures we're meant to be. The 8 universal metabolizers are relaxation, quality, awareness, rhythm, pleasure, thought, story, and the sacred. As you'll see in the chapters to follow, each of these is a key that unlocks a door to a whole new means of transforming your nutritional metabolism, often in a manner that's quite unexpected and surprising in its ease. As a nutritional psychology expert, I've seen far too many people frustrate themselves with low-calorie, low-fat, and low-life diets. I watch these same people exercise for months or years on end and still complain about sluggish metabolisms. Still others would lose weight using restrictive diets, yet they lived in a culinary prison that allowed no entry for pleasure and possibility of parole. Something more was clearly needed. I found that mystery ingredient, the universal metabolizers, when I've discovered yoga. While attending classes and breathing and body awareness, something remarkable happened. Quite unexpectedly, I had more energy and clarity than I'd ever had before. My digestion was suddenly stronger. I was visibly leaner. My craving for sweets disappeared. My appetite normalized and I was aware of my food and enjoying it in a whole new way. All of this from breathing in more oxygen and practicing more attention. I didn't adopt a self-punishing system. I didn't work obsessively hard and I didn't fight food. As I incorporated simple yoga-based breathing and body awareness techniques into my consulting practice, nutritional breakthroughs occurred for my clients. I was amazed how those with chronic complaints saw fast progress in relief. Many digestive problems cleared in days when clients learned the techniques of stress-free eating. Weight loss finally came for those who embraced the sacred, tuned into their gut wisdom, the messages from their enteric nervous system, and allowed themselves more pleasure. Still others said goodbye to binge eating and overeating and improved their their energy level and mental acuity, and discovering a new relationship with food. The bottom line was this: these folks achieved more by doing less. The people I'm speaking of stopped fighting food and started embracing it. They stopped denying and began nourishing themselves. They relaxed when they ate and so increased their metabolism. They chose healthy pleasure over pain. They worked with natural rhythms rather than against them, and they ceased being victimized by food, by their bodies, and by anyone else's standards and